How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm going to be going over the second inning program real quick, as well as hopping into how to complete the second inning conquest. The second inning program has a conquest that goes along with it. There is one turn-based mission, and that is to conquer the Padres on the very first turn. And that is pretty easy to do. It already gives you a good amount of reinforcements or fans to begin with, but I'll go ahead and introduce the bosses. These were tweeted out a little bit earlier today. If you're following me on Twitter, I did tweet these cards out when MLB The Show tweeted them. And also, if you keep in mind the fact that you can lock these cards in and prestige them, their attributes will go up by 3 for each category, and they make these cards significantly better. So keep that in mind. I'm pretty much going to select Hanley Ramirez, and you also have to keep in mind that you might be able to earn these program bosses a little bit sooner than the previous bosses with all of the missions and collections, Showdown, Conquest involved with everything. They also released an Al-K line as well as these cards, these bosses right here. The thing about Bob Feller is he doesn't have a sinker and he doesn't have the outlier quirk, so I'm not going to go ahead and take that card. But if you look in the second inning program, you can collect 5 Faces of the Franchise Diamonds, and you'll get 20 program stars for that. You collect Al-K line as well as the second inning voucher, which is certainly helpful. The Showdown will give you 70 stars. As you can see, I've already earned 28. At the start of this video, I started off with 5. I was completing a home run derby as the program dropped, so I earned 5 program stars by completing that home run derby. That's a great way to earn stars and XP both. But I'm going to look to complete these missions and moments first before anything else, because you do get a good amount of program stars. I've already completed 4 of the Conquest challenges, and I'm going to be showing you how to complete these as well as how to complete the entire Conquest map. Even though I haven't completed the whole thing myself yet, I plan on doing so within the next couple hours after I upload this video. So this is a brand spanking new look at this Conquest map. You have how many strongholds here? 7 total strongholds, so you'll have to play 7 games, including 1 Steel Fans game, because that is one mission as well. So you have to play 8 total games. Here I'm going through a screenshot and a list of all of these moments. If you notice at the top of this screenshot, it shows capture or conquer 122 territories. That will be all the territories on the map. Capture a couple strongholds, capture all of the territories in general. Capture the San Diego Padres stronghold on the first turn. Now, some of these turn-based missions can be challenging. This one, however, is really easy. It starts you closest to the Padres, you have more fans than them, and you can play this initial game on all-star difficulty. I'm going to go ahead and do that in this video right here, as I can give you some tips and tricks on how to complete that if you're new to this mode. So this is the attack phase where you can kind of move out your reinforcements. Where you start off is your initial stronghold, and each territory with the depicted logo is a stronghold. Those are the only games you have to play. You can simulate all the other ones, as well as 1 Steel Fans game, because that is part of the mission. Anyway, against the computer on All-Star, you really want to have some speed on your bench. For this specific video, I did not, but you also want to get an early lead in the first inning. You want to have some good power hitters, some good speed. You want to be able to move around the bases a little bit and also score a few runs in the first inning. You want to get yourself a good start where you don't have to play extra innings. You want to give yourself a good cushion, so that way if the computer scores a couple runs, you're still able to win the game. You want to use your best pitchers, put your best pitchers out there. It's not going to mess up their stats, as these Conquest games don't accumulate stats for Diamond Dynasty online. So that's also helpful. It's not going to mess up your pitcher's wins or your player's batting averages. And I always try to score about 3 to 4 runs in the first inning. That's what I'm looking to do. Once I do that, I'll also get myself out. So in this situation, I thought about doing it, but I want to make sure that I have enough run support before I do so. So I want to make sure that I have, a couple guys on base, a chance to kind of break the game open to where I know for sure I'm going to win. Since this is a turn-based mission, you might not want to purposely get out. You might want to just run the score up, so that way you can 100% confirm that you complete this turn-based mission. Because if you don't, you'll have to either complete the entire conquest after this or restart and try to complete it all over again. So those are 2 options there. Any of these missions that you kind of miss during this first run, let's say you go through the entire conquest and you didn't steal any fans. Well, that's okay too. You can restart the whole map once you conquer all the territories, conquer all the spaces, restart the whole map, and then go in and just play that steal fans mission, and that will certainly help you. I'm trying to include anything I can think of to complete this as quickly as possible. This video is just focusing on how to complete the second inning conquest as quickly as you can, as quickly as possible, to help you earn those program stars to unlock one of those bosses. Those bosses can be sold for over 100k stubs initially when they first come out, or if you're one of the first few people to get them. So I have done that multiple times. I did that a lot last year. I was able to sell one of the rewards throughout the inning programs. Like Lou Gehrig, I was able to sell him for 500,000 stubs, 500k stubs, and that was certainly helpful in collecting Willie Mays. So I'm looking to do that. That's why I'm going to sell Hanley Ramirez. I'm looking to grind this out within the next couple of days, earn the 300 program stars without that second inning voucher, which is going to take some extra time because that voucher gives you 75 program stars and a great head start. So that's something that is also important to have. Throughout unlocking these conquest missions, you'll obtain a few packs, a few XP, as well as some stubs. So these are important missions to complete. I've also heard that there's a prospect pack somewhere within this conquest map. Once I find out where that is, I might go ahead and tweet it out, or I might find somebody who has all the rewards figured out for each individual space within the conquest map, and I'll go ahead and tweet their picture out as well. So what I'm basically doing here is just moving out all of the other fans that I just had left to distribute, because that's going to allow me more reinforcements. Every few territories that you have, every 3 spaces that you obtain or so, you unlock one more reinforcement fan for when you are building up your spaces and reinforcing the next turn. So now I'm going up against the Steel Fans phase on All-Star against the Mariners. I wanted to just knock this one out real quick. It will also help me conquer the Mariners stronghold on a lower difficulty, since I'm stealing fans from their stronghold, if that makes sense. So they would normally have 7 million fans or 7 fans in their stronghold base. And now, since I'm playing on All-Star rather than Veteran, because you really only have to take 2 fans, I decided to take 3. Because I played the previous game on All-Star, I figured I would just play this one on All-Star as well. Hit a couple home runs in the first inning and get the lead. Same type of strategy as the previous game. But this is going to allow me 3 fans. And I've noticed that the Conquest mode this year, the computer can be a little bit more aggressive than in years past. So I wanted to try to earn as many fans as I can. So I'm trying to move out, cover as much territory, so that way I can earn more reinforcements, as well as steal an extra 1 million fans to reinforce and help me complete this a little bit quicker. It's just a matter of preference. You don't necessarily have to do it in the same exact way that I do. Conquest is kind of like an RPG mode where you have a lot of variation and a lot of variables involved. You have simulations where you can lose reinforcements, and depending on the simulation, and when you're not playing for a stronghold, when you're not playing for a team with the logo depicted icon. So those games you just simulate, and it's all fan distribution, and it's all random. So you might have some RNG, as well as it's more of a role-playing mode where things are going to change and adapt over time. So anyway, we are able to complete the first 2 games of this Conquest. That gave me 4 missions so far after I go ahead and move out. Steal 2 million fans is complete. So that was 2 out of 9. As you can see in the bottom left, I'll move my face cam. I have 5 reinforcements because of the territories that I have accumulated. That has earned me 5. Now I'm going to branch off to this dead end over here on the left-hand side, simply because that's going to allow me more reinforcements. See, I only have 4 now, but as I do this a couple times, you'll see the increase in reinforcements. But every time you do this, the computer also gets to expand and move out as well. So I'm looking to build up, I'm looking to cover and defend my bases as well, because once you accumulate these strongholds, you don't want the computer to then attack you, and you have to play on Hall of Fame, or you have to let them win, simulate that, they'll probably win, and then you play them on rookie afterward. There's just a lot of stuff that goes in with this Conquest, but these inning Conquest modes are pretty straightforward. Like right now, I'm in a pretty good position to go ahead and complete the rest of this on Veteran difficulty at the max, because I'm taking all these spaces, I'm simulating, and it's working out in my favor. I'm going to be able to take over all of these extra territories, put myself in a good position to attack both the Mariners and the Red Sox, move out, and to finish off this Conquest map within the next hour or so. I did this in a matter of 30-40 minutes, played a couple of these games, set myself up to complete this Conquest map, but I wanted to get the video out there so that way if you are wondering on how to grind this in the meantime, there is a nice tutorial out there. So with this matchup, because I stole those fans, if you don't steal the fans right away, this game will probably be on All-Star. If you take the fans from a different team, then this game will still probably be on All-Star, and a different matchup might be on Veteran, depending on who you play. So I would recommend stealing fans from the Mariners or the Red Sox, because that's the next team you're most likely going to play. If you simulate all the way through, I'm sure you can set it up to play other teams and to set it up however you'd like once you get to that point, because you'll have enough reinforcements, you'll have enough of a starting point where, look at this, I've almost completed everything. It's going to take me, another hour or two to play those remaining 6 games or 5 games or so that I have left. But the main mission right here I wanted to focus on is the San Diego Padres in one turn, a turn-based mission, and that is how to complete Conquest as quickly as you can for the second inning program. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I helped. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. Peace out.